This has been, by far, the most requested video on my channel, so I really hope you enjoy it. I've gotten everyone from subscribers to friends suggesting this video, so I hope the work I put into this was worth it. Sora is the main character of several of the Kingdom Hearts games, like 1, 2, 3, and a quarter of Dream Drop Distance. Sora is a teenage boy who, after his best friend fell into darkness, became the chosen one of the Kingdom Key. Sora is a really important character to me because his relationship with Riku is actually what made me realize I was gay. Wow, I want a boyfriend like that. Wait a second. Sora is 14 in Kingdom Hearts 1 and Chain of Memories?
Seriously? Me too.
And is 15 in Kingdom Hearts 2?
Oh yeah, and then we went to look for Riku.
Okay, I should explain. So, the Chain of Memories remake came out 2 years after Kingdom Hearts 2. Since I was on the PS2, they decided to put fully animated cutscenes in, when the GBA couldn't handle animated cutscenes like that. So there was no voice acting in Chain of Memories GBA. So because of this, Sora's voice actor is 2 years older and his voice sounds 2 years deeper. Anyway, that's not the purpose of this video. We're here to analyze what makes Sora the character he is, going through each game, important relationships, and anything else you can imagine that'll be important to Sora's character. Sora is only voiced by 2 people in both the Japanese and English versions of Kingdom Hearts. In the English version, Sora is voiced by Haley Joel Osment. If that name sounds familiar, it's because he's the I see dead people kid from The Sixth Sense.
I see dead people.
In your dreams? While you're awake?
He voices Sora in all the games. Okay, Haley Joel Osment voicing Sora in every game was a little bit of a lie because Birth by Sleep is a prequel, so Sora's only 4 in that game. In that game, he's voiced by Luke Marquez. You probably don't know who he is since he's only a child, but he was chosen for being in a Disney Junior show called Special Agent Oso of all things. A lot of the Kingdom Hearts voice actors actually got their start in some brand of the Disney Channel. I find it funny to see where a lot of the Kingdom Hearts voice actors originated, so if you want a video on it, let me know because I'd love to actually make one. Either way, back to Sora. His Japanese voice actor is Mayu Irino. He does Japanese dubs for the shows like Naruto and Yu-Gi-Oh!, with young Sora being played by Takuto Yoshinaga, who played classic Tails in Sonic Generations. Now that his voice is out of the way, let's move on to the development of his character. In my Kingdom Hearts retrospective, I showed off Sora's concept art, but in case you haven't watched that video, since it's actually the worst of all my scripted videos, nice job, Kingdom Hearts fans. He's conceived as a half-lion, half-human hybrid. Instead of a Keyblade, he wielded a chainsaw. Obviously, Disney turned down this design, leading to the Sora we know today. Now we can actually get into the meat of this video and talk about Sora's character. Birth by Sleep was a prequel to the Kingdom Hearts series. The game's plot was written around Sora and Riku both getting their Keyblades. While Sora doesn't speak with Terra, he does speak with Aqua. Aqua notices the similarities between him and Ven. She sensed Keyblade potential in Riku since Terra passed it on to Riku. Aqua then asks Sora if he was willing to protect Riku if he ever goes down a dark path.
Sora, do you like Riku?
Of course I like him. He's my best friend.
Good. So then if something happens and Riku is about to get lost, or say he starts wandering down a dark path alone, you make sure to stay with him and keep him safe. That's your job, Sora, and I'm counting on you to do it, okay?
In Kingdom Hearts 1, Riku does actually start to fall into the darkness, and Sora goes to no length to protect Riku. The whole game, as well as Chain of Memories, and Kingdom Hearts 2, and most of Dream Drop Distance, and in Kingdom Hearts 3, Sora has cared about Riku's well-being and the promise he made. This shows Sora's loyalty, and he'd rather die than fail to keep his promise to someone. From here, we can deduce that Sora also has a brave and heroic personality. He would risk his life for friends and people he doesn't even know, and has done it on multiple occasions.
Where are you going?
I'm going after Clue.
Do you even know where he is?
Nope, no idea.
This even extends to his enemies. In Kingdom Hearts 2, he refuses to leave Maleficent alone to fight the Dusks. This clearly shows that he does actually care about her, even if she has done nothing nice for him in the past. It's from this personality we can see even more personality traits that are important to the character of Sora. Sora has the ability to forgive just about anyone for what they did in the past. In Chain of Memories, most of his memories are rewritten by Namine. Despite all her wrongdoing, at the end of the game, he actually forgives her and even tries to become an actual friend despite all of his memories being completely fake.
Bye.
No, not goodbye. When I wake up, I'll find you. And then there will be no lies. We're gonna be friends for real. Promise me, Namine.
You're going to forget making that promise.
If the chain of memories comes apart, the links will still be there, right? So the memory of our promise will always be inside me somewhere. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, it's a promise.
Good. Until later.
Another great example is in Kingdom Hearts 1 when Sora forgives Donald in Deep Jungle for a fight they had on the Gummy ship, which made him crash land on this planet. On the topic of Sora being a forgiving person, this leads to my next fact about him. He doesn't show tolerance for the rude or cowardless people. In Kingdom Hearts 2, Sora goes to Pride Rock, and this is the point in The Lion King when Simba refuses to come back and be king, being so full of guilt for thinking he killed his father. Sora berates Simba for his cowardness, showing that this is a trait he doesn't like in other people. Other than in that one moment, Sora is an extremely optimistic person. He always tries to see the best in everyone and try to bring them over in this side even if there's the smallest chance they could connect. This is most evident in Kingdom Hearts 3 during the fight against Vanitas. Sora asks him to come over to his side as he and Ventus shouldn't be fighting for spoiler reasons, but if you know, you know. By now, this is the third time Sora and Vanitas have crossed paths in Kingdom Hearts 3 alone. Any of the other Keyblade wielders would have been ready to fight Vanitas knowing that there's no chance of redemption for him. Instead, he tries to talk to Vanitas instead of fighting him. Adding on to that, Sora tries his hardest to make everyone else happy. He comforts Namine when she starts to cry at the end of Rechain of Memories and promises to really be her friend. When Riku is ashamed of himself and thinks how he could ever face his friends back home, Sora just makes a goofy face to try and make him laugh.
Face everyone. Like this.
In Kingdom Hearts 1, Sora puts finding Riku and Kairi above all else. In Deep Jungle, he asks Tarzan if he has seen Kairi or Riku. In Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, Sora is really protective over Namine, even though he's never actually met her. He just believes that they're friends, which is why he's so overprotective, because he believes that they're friends. In Kingdom Hearts 2, Sora is almost traumatized about what everyone thinks is Goofy's death. In Kingdom Hearts 3, Sora starts to break down in tears, seeing his friends being beaten by the Demon Tide.
Sora! They're gone. Kairi, Donald, Goofy, the king. Gone forever. What do we do? Without them, all my strength came from them. They gave me all of it. Alone? I'm worthless.
This proves without a doubt that Sora cares very deeply for his friends. And those are Sora's positive character traits, but like Sora, most people have flaws. He wouldn't be an interesting character if he didn't have flaws. Sora is very gullible, being fooled and deceived by many of the other heroes on multiple accounts. In The Land of Dragons, he falls for Mulan acting as a man somehow.
You're a girl?
Although his enemies don't have much luck. He doesn't let Xemnas or any of the other villains play on his sympathetic side before their boss fights. Sora is very easily made angry when he's confused. In Chain of Memories, all of Namine's tampering of Sora's memories leaves him confused, as anyone in Sora's situation would. This leaves Sora to lash out at Donald and Goofy, because he's easily confused over which of his memories are real, which made him resort to anger.
What? You can lay back and take a nap for all I care.
Sora is also very immature. He often jumps to conclusions or acts without thinking. Sora is extremely competitive. Sora is always competing with Riku on the islands, back before the main plot of Kingdom Hearts 1 even takes off, making bets and challenges on who gets to be captain of the raft and keeping score of how many times he's won or lost in a fight to Riku. In the Hercules Cup in Kingdom Hearts 1, Sora asks Herc to go on against him one-on-one due to that competitive streak I just mentioned. Sora is also recklessly confident. While confidence can definitely be a positive, to Sora it's actually to his detriment. In Dream Drop Distance, after being explained how dangerous their Mark of Mastery exam could be, Sora is still not worried about the test's consequences, and this is probably Sora's biggest flaw. Because of his reckless confidence, he almost fell into the darkness and became a member of the organization. But I want to talk about Sora's homeland, Destiny Island, and how it's defined some of Sora's preferences. Being an islander, Sora is very fond of pirates. It's clear when Sora goes to the Caribbean in Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3. Sora is in awe of Jack Sparrow and even calls him captain in that world out of respect. In Kingdom Hearts 3, Sora is given his own pirate ship and is ecstatic to have a ship of his own and sail like the wind. Sora is also very interested in learning the pirate code whenever Jack talks about it to him. The Destiny Islands are a collection of beaches. What's the weather you most associate with the beach? Sunshine. So, Namine made the world sunny and hot all year long. But because of this, when Sora goes somewhere cold like Arendelle, he's not able to handle the extreme cold. You might want to invest in getting a long sleeve shirt, Sora. Finally, I want to touch on Sora's relationships, and I don't mean friendships, I mean more than that. Sora doesn't have a girlfriend or a boyfriend. It's not going to stop me from shipping Sora x Riku like hell. But why doesn't Sora have one? It's clear to the characters in universe that Sora is very attractive, so why hasn't someone tried? It's because Sora doesn't want one. Sora doesn't want to label anyone as his boyfriend or girlfriend. It's very clear that he has strong feelings for Riku and Kairi. Once he reunites with Riku, he starts bawling his eyes out that he finally found him after looking for him for so long. In Chain of Memories, it's shown that Sora treasures the memories of Kairi. Despite it all, Sora doesn't want a partner. It's sort of the same reason why Sonic the Hedgehog never gets with anyone. Sora doesn't like the term boyfriend-girlfriend. In Chain of Memories manga, Jiminy refers to Kairi as Sora's girlfriend, and Sora flat up tells him that Kairi's not his girlfriend. As well as that, when she gives him a Pabu fruit in Kingdom Hearts 3, Sora never actually takes it. As far as I can remember, there's never been any moments where Riku has confessed his feelings for Sora, but,
Riku.
Sora.
What happened to Riku? Riku! Hello? Riku! Chief, Riku!
Wait, haven't we got this backwards? And why are you having a tea party?
You're safe, Riku!
Oh, no.
Yes, that means so Riku is canon. Good night, everybody! Alright guys, I want to thank you so much for checking out this video. It means a lot to me that you came and checked it out. Sora's a really important character to me. Like I said, he kind of made me realize stuff about myself I didn't even know about myself until I played it. That's just why Sora and Kingdom Hearts are just very special to me, and I wanted to analyze it. As well as that, Sora character analysis is the most requested video on my channel ever. Like, I've had real life friends, internet friends, and just subscribers of the channel constantly ask me to do an analysis on Sora, so I'm finally delivering. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Night, guys.